So I thought other John Deere 425, 445, 455 owners might be interested in seeing these new skids that they've just fitted to my 46-inch snowblower. The snowblower is great. It throws a lot of snow, but the snow blowing I'm doing is on our property is mainly on large areas of broken stone, crushed stone, and so you have to be very careful not to throw stones into the auger, which of course, if you do that too many times, eventually the bolts shear, the safety bolts shear on the auger. So therefore, you're always having to be careful. And what I needed to do was to get some more flotation out of the skids, and also be able to raise the blower a little more than I could with the original skid. Now the original skids, if anyone has one of these snowblowers, you'll know that they're really small, about 4 or 5 inches, about 5 inches long. And these new skids are about 12 inches long. These are called Armorskids. And I got them from a website called snowblowerskids.com. I was in touch there with the owner, a guy called, I think his name is Bob, if I remember rightly. And these are the Pro XT. I think these are their heavy duty ones that I bought. They were about, I think, 76 a pair or something like that, plus a bit of shipping. And he thought they would fit. Well, I had to make them fit. That's the reality. Here's the other side. So the problem I found was when I wanted to fit them, bolt pattern is okay if you order the right ones, because they have multiple slots there. But as you can see, the way the contours work on this side and on the other side of the snowblower. On the other side, there's a large box for the chain gear that's behind here. There's the drive. Obviously, it's coming from the shaft drive over there through here to the chain box. Only those little skids were fitting underneath there. These ones wouldn't. So what I had to do was I worked out that I could adapt them to work. I bought a 1.5 inch square steel tube that's drilled. I think it was from Lowe's or Home Depot. It cost about $20, and I cut 2 8-inch lengths, bolted those tubes, as you can see better on this one, to the side of the snowblower where the old skids had been, and then I bolted the new skids to the steel tube. That 1.5 inch space makes all the difference. It's just the perfect size for actually clearing both sides of the snowblower. And I've used 3/8 inch bolts here, and inside the tube I've got 3/8 inch wall expanders. You know, those big steel opening claws that you can put inside a drywall, and for, you know, mounting on the drywall. These are the heavy duty ones. They're 3/8 inch, and so that allows me to loosen these bolts anytime, move this up and down if I want to change the clearance, without having to worry about the bolts turning, the nuts turning inside there and all that sort of thing. So it's worked out really well. These skids allow me to get a little more clearance off the ground, a lot if I wanted, but enough for all I need is a couple of inches to clear the stone. And the larger skids, of course, give me much better flotation across the stone, or anything for that matter. So I'm really pleased with them. They're working really well. I've used them a couple of times now during the snow season here in the Berkshires, and they're working great. So I'm really happy. But again, I had to find a way to mount them, and again, I can thoroughly recommend a bit of 1.5 inch square steel tube, bolted, and then bolting these to the tube really works well. And I've got the blower mounted on my 425 at the moment. I also have the 445, and obviously this will work on just as well. This blower works on that tractor as well, exactly the same. So yeah, I hope any other 425, 445, 455 owners might find this useful. Take care.